bit of a different video, this one. The other day I was asked to talk with a group of Italian enterprise architects about enterprise architectures for chaos, for extreme circumstances such as that right now we're facing with coronavirus. What are the issues that we need to address? Well, the first one is that this is an obvious issue where we need whole enterprise architectures rather than calling IT architecture enterprise architecture. The IT is an important part, as we'll see in a moment, but it's not the only bit. It's not the only bit that matters. In fact, far more, it's the people issues. So that was the first point. The second point was that when we're dealing with chaos, we have to be able to deal with the emotional aspects that go with it, which means we need to design for those emotional issues. One of the themes that came up in the conversation was the importance of avoiding guilt, to minimize guilt, to avoid blame, because those things don't help when we need to make decisions fast. What they do is slow things down. So things will go wrong. In fact, I'm reminded straight away of the response of the Walmart CEO, who said that, this was during Hurricane Katrina, he said, this organisation will rise to the level of this disaster. And many of you are going to have to make decisions well above your level. You're going to have to make those decisions with very limited and often wrong information. Do the best you can with the information that you have available, and do the right thing as best you can. So we have to support people in making decisions which are emotionally difficult to do. So information systems really do help, but they need to support that, not get in the way. Another one is that particularly when we're dealing with a major pandemic, people are going to die. And therefore guilt is a natural response, but we have to be able to work with it rather than hide from it. Another one, very important indeed, is that if this disease seems to be particularly serious for the older people, which means the most senior people in your organisation, if people are having to be shut off and maybe even be at risk, who is shadowing them? Who knows what decisions those people make? What kind of shadowing mechanism or buddy mechanism do you have for connecting the more senior people to younger people? Very much like the old idea of a secretary was someone who carried your secrets. We need to be supporting the younger generation to take over in a hurry if need be. So what are our mechanisms to make that happen? Another important theme is that even in the midst of chaos, there are usually small fragments or small areas that actually are quite predictable. We need, for example, to know where our resources are so that we can move them in a hurry. Is the risk area? Where are the risks? Where are the resources? Who can move those resources in whatever way necessary? It also helps to highlight a lot of the hidden risks in a lot of the business designs we've had. Just-in-time manufacture and just-in-time logistics systems are very risky when there are things missing halfway through the sequence. The entire system can break down. So it's a bit of a wake-up call to understand what architectures we need for when things go unstable. The difficulty is that we have to do it in real time, right now.